Hello, hello, awesome, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of the Diary of a Digital Entrepreneur. Today, we're going to talk about dream clients. This is the second episode. Yesterday, I told you how I start working on dream clients. How did I find out about that possibility of growing my business and the revenue through these kind of clients? If you haven't seen or watched that episode, please, I recommend you do. You don't have to necessarily to listen to this episode. You don't need to listen to the one before, but it will give you a better context. In any case, dream clients are those who normally buy from your company 20x or 50 times the average ticket, right? So if your normal client normally pays, let's say $1,000, then maybe a dream client buys $20,000 or $50,000 or even $100,000. Okay, so when you have these kind of clients, your business, your revenue, your life changes forever. When you are capable of creating a constant stream of these clients. Now, these clients, for you to get them, you need to have a strategy. And normally what happens is that in most small and mid-sized companies, the only strategy that they have is they are reaching out to clients, they're doing lead generation. Oh, a big client pops up. Fine, let's do a better job in following up. Or maybe let's pass this client to Michael or to Sarah because they deal with big accounts. Something like that. Some companies a little bit more, they have a better strategy and they might have someone that is focused on bigger accounts and they look for these accounts every now and then and whatnot. But when we're talking about small companies, particularly solopreneurs or entrepreneurs with a, 5 or 10 people team, this does not happen that often. There is no strategy for big clients. But in this particular case, I think it's when you most need it because it can literally, one or two clients can literally double your sales in the year, or maybe not double, but increase your revenue by 40 or 50%. So it is very important to do this. Now, how do we do it? The first step is for you to spend some time creating a list. It's that easy and that obvious. Create a list of 43, 55, 100, 189, whatever it is. Around 100 companies that you consider dream clients, those who can have a huge impact in the revenue of your company. You might also include companies that are really important in your region just because of the logo or the name, and you are not sure that they could buy so much, but you want to be able to say, I am a provider for XYZ company, because you know that's going to open doors in other companies. You can include those kinds of companies too, but mainly I'm talking about the ones that can have a huge impact in your revenue, okay? And keep in mind that, some of these companies can have a ridiculous impact in your revenue. Like I was saying yesterday, in 2008, in this franchise that I own, I was a franchisee. The average ticket for a client was $400 to $500 euros, and after I implemented all these strategies, we started getting around 2 clients per year that were $100,000 euros in contract. So that's 200 times the average client. So in 2 sales, we did 400 average clients. And this was just 2 sales per year, but then we had the ones that came every month that were 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. And just like that, in a matter of a year, our revenue exploded. We literally tripled our sales, and it was just insane. So you can do this, but the first step is for you to create the list that list of your dream clients. This list is not definitive, it's not final. You can update it, you can change it, you can add more people, more companies, you can remove some companies, but you need to create this list. And it needs to be at least 40 or 50 something. And don't overdo it. Don't do 300. You can just add more in the future. Start with maybe 50 or 100 or 100 and something. And once you have that, the next step is to go look for them on LinkedIn. Who do you normally sell to? The CTO, the CEO, the CRO, whatever it is. Find those people in LinkedIn. First, find the company, and then look for the employees of those companies and connect with the C-level executives or whoever you normally sell to. And if let's say you sell to the CTO, but you don't see the CTO on LinkedIn, you find the CEO and the CFO, well, connect with them. And maybe they can refer you to the right person. Now, once you send the connection request, it's not about selling anything, it's just about connecting. So just connect with them. Send them a nice message to connect with them. Make sure they accept your connection request. Once you connect with them, still don't try to sell anything. That is not a strategy for LinkedIn. That is just spamming. So this is a long-term strategy, or at least mid-term strategy. You won't necessarily get a client in the first few months. You need to nurture those relationships. It's about them getting to know you so that once you ask for a meeting, they are more open for it. Or so that whenever they are in need of your product or service, they know you and they can, maybe they ask you, which also happens. But for this, you need to have a strategy. Obviously, the strategy is a whole course in itself, but let me give you some points, some tips. The first thing is, ideally, you will try to engage with them. If they publish content on LinkedIn, make sure that you leave insightful comments, that you maybe mention them, or you post staff content that is interesting for them so that they see you. Maybe you can create a newsletter where they might end up subscribing, a newsletter on LinkedIn, or at least see your content so that you can have some authority in front of them. They start seeing you and getting all these impacts. Keep in mind that sometimes it's not necessarily about people engaging with your content, but if they see you often on LinkedIn, it's an impact, another impact, and this creates authority. So whenever you ask for the meeting, time has gone by, they've seen you multiple times, now they trust you more than someone that they know nothing about. And this is very useful. Again, this is a mid-term or long-term strategy, but what happens is that then maybe in month 6 or month 7, month 8, boom, you get one sale. And that sale, it represents 30 average clients. And then in month 7, boom, another one, maybe 10 clients, equivalent to 10 clients. And then you start getting these drops of bigger clients until all of a sudden, those bigger clients become something normal, something that every month you have a new dream client. And this changes your company forever. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. Tomorrow I will be talking, I will make the part 3 of this series where I'm going to talk about how to implement these strategies when you have a B2C company, and for some businesses that might think that doesn't apply for me, but there are ways to do it. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye. And remember, like, subscribe, hit that bell, all those beautiful things. Leave a review.